Hey everyone, it's Nomi. Today is the 20th of July. That is exactly 1 month after my lumbar spinal fusion was performed. So I figured that it was a good time to do an update. I saw my surgeon yesterday in hospital and he's pretty happy with my recovery so far. I'm pretty independent now. I can wash and dress and dry myself. I can put on loose trousers. I won't be able to put my tight jeans on yet, but I can manage to put on loose trousers. I walk about 20 minutes every day around my house mostly, and the surgeon's happy with that. So pretty good. I managed to stop taking Percocet 2 days ago. So I actually did that quite gradually. At first, I tried just reducing by a pill. One day I went down to 2 pills. I was okay with that. I just had sort of other painkillers in between. But the next day I tried to take another pill off, and my body was not happy with me at all. I started feeling really nauseous and shaky, and I didn't sleep that night at all. So at some point that night, I just took another one because I realized that my body had already become too dependent on it to just reduce it that quickly. So I went back up to 2 pills a day, and then I reduced by a quarter of a pill a day. So in the morning, instead of having 1 pill in the morning and 1 pill in the evening, I had 3/4 of a pill in the morning and 1 pill in the evening. And the next day, I reduced the evening pill to 3/4, and I did that every day. I reduced by a quarter of a pill on one of the doses. So it took a number of days, but 2 days ago was the last quarter of a pill that I had, and um, and I'm okay. It kind of feels a little bit like I've regressed a little because obviously I'm in more pain now than I was when I was taking the Percocet, because the Percocet was working better than these, over-the-counter painkillers that I'm taking. But it's not too bad. It's not unbearable. And the only side effect I seem to have, or um, from from stopping taking the Percocet, the only withdrawal symptom is that I have insomnia. So the last few nights since I stopped taking it, uh, even when I was only taking just a little bit of it, I've been getting to sleep about 4 o'clock every night. I'm not sleeping that many hours, so quite tired. I hope that that will be short-lived and I'll start sleeping better soon. But as far as pain goes, I take 2 pills of Optalgin about 4 times in 24 hours, and it's not bad. I can't lie down for very long periods of time at the moment. At least when I'm awake, I need to get up because it hurts too much my back to lie on it for a long time. But it's better to get up and walk around anyway, so that's not the end of the world. Um, my sciatica pain, which I mentioned, has been improving. Thankfully, it's still there, but it's so much better. It's like almost not worth mentioning. It's this sort of background achy pain rather than this disabling pain that made my leg feel really weak. It doesn't feel weak anymore, so that's great. Looks like it was just swelling and it is improving, so I'm very happy about that. The doctor said that for this next month, so up until 2 months after the surgery, I should stick to walking as my exercise. Um, he said that if I can get to one, I could use a stationary bicycle if I'm careful. And he said that I could walk in a swimming pool. I can't swim, but I can walk in the water. Now, that's probably a great idea because it's good exercise, but being summer holiday, and probably the pool will be full of rowdy kids, I'm a bit concerned about getting knocked into by a kid, so I'm not going to do that now. But I'm glad I can actually sit in a body of water if I want. I could have a bath or whatever. So that's good. 1 month after I've been told I can do that. The surgeon also told me that in 1.5 months I ought to be able to return to work. That'll be 2.5. I'm a teacher, so I'm supposed to start working again at the beginning of September. That will be like almost 2.5 months after the surgery. And he said that as long as I'm careful not to bend down or twist or do anything like that, I should be able to go back to work then. So that's great. He also said I can drive now that I've stopped taking the Percocet. Now, thing is, as much as I feel, you know, very cooped up, I would love to get out. I'm a bit stir crazy. Going in the car is quite difficult. It hurts my back quite a lot, and I find that leaning the chair backwards, it helps, and I can't drive like that. So I'm not going to try it yet, but obviously it's good to know that I can. I mean, my next appointment with him is in 1 month, so hopefully, well before then, I'll be able to drive around a little and get out a bit because I've literally been in the house. Other than, since I've been back from the hospital, I've just been in the house for the last 3 weeks. My only outings have been to the hospital, so it's sad how exciting it is to actually go to the hospital because I'm getting out. so, so hopefully I'll start getting out soon. I have friends who come and visit me. I think I'll start asking them just to drive me to a local cafe. Sitting in the car that long shouldn't be too bad. And I can sit down for a fair amount of time. It depends on the type of chair. So, as long as the cafe has the chair isn't too low down and it's got some padding on it, whatever, hopefully it'll be okay. So that's it really. I still haven't smoked. I'm really very hopeful to have a solid fusion. There's no way of knowing yet. It'll take a few months to know if I'm going to have a solid fusion or not. So obviously I don't want to prevent that from happening, because of smoking. But it is getting harder because, now I'm sort of feeling more myself and not ill so much. I'm tired because I'm not sleeping, but I'm not that drained like I was the first few weeks after surgery. Your body is just exhausted and feels like it's been through the ringer. And now my body feels kind of normal. I don't feel so drained. And so I would kind of like to go outside and have a glass of wine and a cigarette, but so far I've been good. For those of you who do have medical marijuana prescriptions, did beforehand or whatever, I asked him out of interest if I was to obtain one, would I be able to smoke marijuana? Because I know that the nicotine is a problem in the tobacco, but I couldn't find data about that. And he said that as long as it's not mixed with tobacco, that is fine. So that's good to know. No, I just need a prescription. That's it. I'm quite happy with how things are going. As I said, I have some pain, but it is honestly with just regular painkillers, not as bad as it was before the surgery. So as long as I do have a solid fusion, this looks like it's going to significantly improve my back. I'm really hopeful at this point. The only thing that could really go wrong now is the fusion not managing to become a solid fusion. If that happens, there's a risk that the screws could break and that you need another surgery, and obviously I don't want to do that. So as long as this fuses, my pain is much better than it was before surgery. So it looks like it was the right thing to do so far. Hopefully I'll be able to keep reporting the same way. Hopefully it's not a bit, too soon to say that, but at the moment it feels like it was the right choice. That's it. So I hope that you're all doing well. And if you're like a week after surgery, hang on in there. It gets easier. It is pretty tough the first few weeks, but it does get easier, and it doesn't take so long until it gets easier. It's doable. That's it. So I will speak to you in a little while when I feel like I have something important to share. I actually think that I'm going to do some sort of a summary a video in a week or so, I don't know exactly when, where I will sort of give a survivor's guide, like all of the tips and tricks and stuff that I've learned in one video. So I'll do that in the next week or so. So I'll let you know when that's up. And if you have any questions or, you know, whatever, like just send me a line underneath in the comments. I'm happy to answer anything. So take care of yourselves. Bye.